This episode of Palapalooza is brought to you by Legacy Brewing Company in Oceanside. Legacy offers live music and a ton of great beer on tap, including an exclusive Palapalooza beer for the month of December. Go try it out tonight at 363 Airport Road in Oceanside. Say hello to Titus, Drew, and the crew there at Legacy, and tell them you heard it on Palapalooza.
1, 2, 3, 4. Palapalooza. Palapalooza. We're talking to you. I'm Palapalooza. Hey! Word!
Today we have our guest,
Troy
Kook.
Dang.
Of Ready, Set, Go.
Dang. All right. Bring it.
They're just starting, and this is the first time he's been on the air, so.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's Ready, Set, Survive.
I don't know. It's not on my notes.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have that here. I've never heard of that band before.
Either.
Oh. All right. You guys asked me to be on, so here I am.
Yeah. You have a podcast that's just starting, right?
Yeah. It's called Palapalooza. We feature different bands.
Palapalooza?
What does that mean?
Well, it's recorded underneath a palapa in my backyard, so it's kind of like a play on words, like palapa and Lollapalooza, because I have the bands play.
But you started it because you like to listen to yourself talk, right? That's kind of what I get from it. I've listened to a few of the episodes in there.
Right. Yeah. Well, thanks for listening. I guess. Yeah. I mean, sure. Yeah. If you say so.
Could you say yeah some more for me, please?
Have you had anybody good on it?
Well,
Didn't think so.
I guess that all depends on your definition of good, you know? All locals here from San Diego.
Is that because nobody from further away will come here to be on your show?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a couple guys from LA and like Orange County come down, but yeah, it's pretty local based, I guess. Yeah.
So tell me about your
You guys
band.
are kind of talking me out of the podcast thing, to be honest with you.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So
All
tell
right.
me about your band. I've seen pictures of you pretending to be Tim from Rise Against. Is that what you're a Rise Against cover band?
Fuck. I have considered going vegan, especially after talking with you guys.
Well, you should. It's the highest form of
Humanity.
humanism. Yeah. It's the most
Yeah, I've heard you guys preach about that.
most prestige.
Right. Yeah, I'll consider that for sure. Kind of like meat, though. I like eating chickens.
The chickens are going to come back to murder you.
Dang. Hey, this is a good interview, guys. Thanks a lot for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. It's all right.
And thank you guys again for listening to my podcast. I really appreciate the support.
Yeah, your one episode is good.
Which one did you like the best?
The one with Infinite Signal.
Oh, yeah. The vegans. Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are cool.
The Butt Blood Band.
Those, they don't appreciate that. So, what do you got in the works for Ready, Set?
Ready, Set, Go? Not much. Just, playing a show with Authority Zero. Ever heard of them?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just like I haven't heard of your band before.
Oh, all right. Well, you should check it out. Next month, December.
Where
December
can we...
7th, Brick by Brick.
Sounds interesting.
Should be tens of people there.
Sounds like a lot of people for you.
It's if there are more than 10, it will be our biggest show.
So, do you practice by watching videos of Billy from Green Day perform?
He was a big influence for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell.
Do you have anything good coming up on the podcast?
And we want like good.
Well, Green Day is going to be on next month.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're a good band.
You heard of them, right?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're all right.
That would be pretty cool.
They just came out with their first record, right?
Yeah.
Their first single.
Their first indie rock record.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Have you heard the single?
I have.
It's kind of different.
Yeah.
A little more like Foxborough Hot Tubs, but hey, I'll still buy it.
Yeah, you will.
This is a very, very positive, optimistic interview here. Can't wait to come back on.
Yeah, you're going to have to pay us the next time for our time.
Got shit to do here. What are we doing?
All right. Well, Troy Cock, we've been talking.
It's been time.
It's been time
It's
wasted.
been
Time wasted.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time wasted.
Too long.
Yeah. You guys are great interviewers. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Take
Fucking
care.
Solid interview. Fucking assholes. Hey, this episode isn't airing for sure.
Wish I heard it sooner. I wish I had a day. Go back to where it started. Say things I had to say.
Well, I know you guys just got married last time we met up.
Yeah, that's right after the wedding.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Happy 1 year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any kids planned?
3 on the way.
Do you guys have plans for kids?
No.
No plans.
Our plan
Ever? Or
is
just
to,
not now?
Not now.
We'll figure it out in 5 years or so.
It does fuck up the whole rock star life.
Exactly.
I'll be the first one to admit that.
We know.
Drew's got that covered too.
Drew's got that.
If it weren't for Lyric, I'd be big time. No, I'm totally kidding.
I totally believe you.
If anything, it's made it more fun. I'm serious. Like bringing her up on stage and shit, you know. You're the only band other than Ready, Set, Survive that's been on twice.
Yes.
Whoa.
We are the winners.
And the only reason we had Ready, Set, Survive on 2 times was because Sean was having like cancer issues.
Life
and he thought he was
issues.
going to die. Isn't that hilarious?
So
Lyrics
hilarious.
here. You want to say hi? Lyrics rocking the Infinite
Lyric.
Signal hat.
Yeah, you guys are matching. I like
My
it.
beautiful daughter.
Yeah.
So welcome, dude. Wolfsbane out now, single and video. I'm so stoked for you guys.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Mr. Adam Sisko.
Oh
We gotta
my
shout him
God.
out.
Mr. Cisco.
Cisco's the new unofficial 4th member of Infinite Signal.
I don't think he signed on to that.
He doesn't have a choice.
He doesn't know. He knows now. What are some pros working with Adam Sisko?
He's very meticulous.
Is he?
Yeah,
Is he a pain in the ass?
of course.
Okay.
But are they good if
In
they're
a
not a
good
pain in the
way.
ass? Come on, Drew. Speak
Oh,
up.
Drums were a blast working with Adam. No, he can tune drums like there's no one's business, but when it came to recording, he
Drew thought he was better than he is.
definitely gets you angry behind the kit.
There's a picture of Drew staring into just the abyss. It just looks like he's going to murder somebody during the drum session, and that's probably
That sums
like
it up.
6 hours in,
Yeah.
and he's still on the first song.
Yeah, Cisco was awesome to work with, though.
Of course.
Oh, he's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. He's the man. He's recorded The Rough, obviously. That's dropping in January.
Yep.
Mainsail, Takers, Leavers,
Yep,
all
yep.
those guys. And ultimately, I think, a good engineer producer is trying to get the best takes out of you, right? And I think Adam's good at that.
Oh, absolutely.
he
Oh, yeah.
definitely did.
Absolutely.
He hears things that we would never have heard, just like harmonies or guitar lines or
Right.
just things to add in that he has this really great outside perspective that he brings to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everything we've done before this that we've released has been self-recorded.
Was that right?
So all of our stuff has been us thinking that it was good, but clearly it wasn't.
And then we met Adam.
And
We
it
met
doesn't
Adam.
sound bad, but I think you guys will agree that this is going to be your best recording ever
Oh,
Hands down.
that you've ever done, right?
no
Right?
contest.
Yep.
No
Yeah.
contest.
What's your favorite song off the EP? Would it be Wolfsbane since you've already released that with the video, or
Avenue Army.
It's called Love Lies. Love Lies Bleeding.
We na- we named it after another band.
yeah, I've seen that on your set list when I see you guys live. How did that
That
get
was
started?
the placeholder, and it's because the first two notes of that song are the same of one of their songs, so we decided to call it as a placeholder. We called it Avenue Army.
I love it.
It's called Love Lies Bleeding.
I wish I heard it sooner. I wish I had a day. Go back to where it started.
And we're gonna play it acoustic tonight.
You are okay.
Yeah, we're gonna play that one.
We look forward to that. How many songs are you doing here?
Here we'll do two.
Two. And what's the other one?
Wolfsbane.
Yes.
We'll do Wolfsbane.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So your video is epic. Very well done, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job. We got to shout out Molly.
Got to shout out Molly.
She was what is that? A witch? A
Yeah,
sorcerer?
She's the witch.
Dude,
She's so
kind of a badass in that video.
Right.
so rude.
My son always asks me, why is she killing us? Every single time.
It's so good. I love the concept. Butt blood is thicker. Butt blood is thicker. Butt blood is thicker.
Yeah, we
It
did have
really
some
is.
really good backup vocals on that.
Yes. We got to shout out all the bands that showed up for that. Brian was shooting a photo there over
yeah.
at Cisco's studio, and just a ton of bands. Obviously, the guys from The Rough showed up. Dangerfield, shout them out.
The Rough, the
I was
Dangerfield,
there.
Ready, Set, Survive, Riot Scene,
Yeah, Peter was there.
Lyric was there. Tiff was there too.
Riston Diggs was in the house.
Riston Diggs.
Molly was there.
Molly was there. Dupree was there.
Yeah.
Dangerfield.
Yeah, I said Dangerfield.
We already said
Oh, you
Dangerfield.
You said that, bro.
Jeez,
Our buddy,
Jesus.
Now listen.
our buddy PD came down from Orange County
Oh, got a
to
little
help
PD.
us out.
That was cool. And
I'm
it came
probably
out
missing
good.
someone, and I'm gonna feel really bad about it.
We're probably missing a few people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Infinite Signal was there.
I don't know. Were they?
Brian Rash was shooting some photo, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And video.
Yeah, he was doing
Came
photo,
out good,
photo
yeah.
and video.
Yeah.
You guys, I have to say, I have to complain about everything that you guys are doing
Go
because
for it. That's what I love.
You're raising the bar way too fucking high, dude. It's like, how are we ever going to release something and like compete with what you guys are doing?
We've done so many releases that we've never done a release like this. And so we've kind of, I personally kind of look at other bands and see, okay, yeah, they're in the studio. That's cool. But then you don't hear from them for 6 months, a year.
Right.
Like that doesn't build any hype to
Right.
me.
Right.
So when we were approaching this release, we looked into having our buddy Jesse, who shot the Wolfsbane music video and all of the other behind the scenes stuff in the studio. Jesse came down. Originally, it was just going to be for pre-pro day because all three of us were going to be hands-on and no one could really like man a camera.
Right. Right.
But then Jesse was like, hey, I've been wanting to kind of shoot a band throughout the studio process.
Jesse
Jesse Leone.
with the beard? No, I'm thinking of someone else.
No,
Okay.
he lives up in LA area.
Okay. Shout out Jesse Leone. Yeah, he did a great job.
He did a wonderful job with all of our content that he's been giving us.
What is
and-
he on Instagram? Jesse Leon 182.
Yeah.
Yep. And
And-
Alex, too.
Alex Ochoa.
Alex Ochoa.
Okay.
He helped with shooting the Wolfsbane video with
Okay.
Jesse.
They're big
And-
time now. They're big time now.
Big time.
Now that we've shouted
now that
them
they've
out.
filmed us.
Where was that shot? Obviously in the woods somewhere. Woodsy.
Palomar Mountain.
That was in your
Oh, no.
backyard, Troy. You just didn't know.
Could have been that field over there, dude, for sure. Palomar Mountain. Okay.
Yeah, Palomar Mountain. We found a Airbnb that would allow us to play outside,
Okay.
which was cool. Harrison Serenity Ranch.
Yeah.
We'll give them a shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super
Shout
cool
out.
people.
Yeah.
Really cool land up there. They have a bunch of like glamping and cabins and like a big lodge.
Nice.
And it's a really crazy drive up a windy dirt gravel road that you don't think you're going to make it.
All right.
And then you do.
And then you survive.
But you don't know if your gear survived.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the Wolfsbane in the video? Like, what is that? Just glitter?
It was purple sand.
Purple sand?
It was
And-
lavender scented.
Was it?
Purple
Smell good?
Yeah.
I think it was like we got it at Michael's,
Yeah.
and it was
like wedding sand.
Yeah, for like the wedding, you pour it into the bottle.
Yeah. But this sand killed us because it's Wolfsbane.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Because Wolfsbane will kill you.
What is Wolfsbane?
It's
You should have started that with that line from Wolfman. Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the Wolfbane blooms.
Oh my God.
And the autumn moon.
Well,
is
now
so
that-
bright.
now we know
all
what
of
we're-
that.
And then fucking rock into it, dude.
now we know what we're gonna open our show with. Thank you.
You
Yes.
should. I want to say that's Lon Chaney. It's like an epic line. You've got to incorporate
That's sick.
that
I've
somewhere.
never heard of
Yeah.
it. But
me to
now
say it
we'll
again?
probably will. No, I don't.
Shut up. It's legit. It's
Thank you.
out now. It's available now. That as well as the music video on YouTube and the full 5-song EP, Love Me Not, available January 31st, right? And you can pre-order it now.
Yes, you can pre-order the record along with some new merch, t-shirts, long sleeves, hoodies.
Where do I pre-order?
We got it all.
I want it.
InfiniteSignal.com.
Oh my God, they got a .com
We
too.
even got a .com.
Fucking
We're
unreal.
so
hey, insert unreal.
Oh, unreal.
So official.
Dude, I'm gonna go back to bitching about how you guys are doing so well.
Please do.
No, you're stepping your game up, dude.
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Thank
yeah.
you.
And no, mad props to you guys. You're doing it right.
Thank
and the
you.
fact that you took video, I don't know if this is a secret, but you took video in studio
Right.
and you didn't blast it at that time, right? You sort
Exactly.
of released it a little later as like a hype to the release. That's smart.
Yeah,
That's
those
exactly
are.
it.
Who's the smart one in the band? I know Drew does real
was-
estate.
that was Kelly
Who
and
does
I.
smart stuff?
I think that one right there was Eli.
Was
We eat at Kindred a lot in South Park.
I'm assuming it's a vegan spot.
It is. It's like a vegan
make you
black.
smart? I'll have to
it's
start going there.
Vegan black metal bar.
Okay.
And they have food too. But whenever
Sick.
Eli and I go there, we always like start talking about band things. And
Rad.
and so that one was, I believe Eli was like, we should. Or
No,
I think
no.
we were kind of talking about, should we hang on to this stuff or should we like release as
Right.
as we're getting closer? And
I was drinking coffee, and whenever I drink
That's when the
coffee,
best ideas
yes,
come, right?
Yes. And in the morning, so I'm drinking coffee, and sometimes I have really terrible ideas, and sometimes I think they're great, but they're horrible. So this is like one of those situations where I have some coffee, and I look at Kelly, and I'm like, this might be really stupid.
No, that was a whole different thing.
Was
that was
that?
for the title of the EP.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
That works
Okay.
too.
So you guys thought of that there as well?
not there. That was actually in Minneapolis. That was at Jay Selby in Minneapolis that you thought
Oh,
of
yeah,
the.
that's right.
Love me
The,
not.
Love Me
I
Not.
love it. And you got the little rose icon on social media. You guys are fucking attentive to detail
secret
here
stuff.
with Infinite
Yeah.
The
Signal.
sad rose.
The sad rose,
Okay,
dude.
that rose
that
made me
needs
laugh
to be the cover,
so
no?
hard.
Of the
It won't
EP?
be. It's
no,
not.
it won't be.
It's not.
Okay. Do you guys have that in mind? The cover artwork for the EP? Have you thrown that out there yet?
Yeah, well, we have that on the pre-sales.
It's on the pre-sale. Okay.
The
Cool.
record.
You just got off tour. Talk about that a little bit. You went up to where? Berkeley? We were
Yes.
talking about. You went out to Phoenix, right?
Yep. So we did a couple weekenders. We did Oceanside, Berkeley, and LA. And then the next weekend we did San Diego and Arizona.
Don't forget about
Phoenix
the
area.
pit stop in Oakland on our way up to Berkeley.
That's right.
Yeah.
We did do two things that day.
Yeah, you did like a live video or something, right? How was that? What was that for?
That was super cool. So Kelly reached out. You should probably tell this because you know more than I do.
I am the manager,
She is.
right, Drew?
She books the hotels and everything.
And my life.
Nice. Yeah,
I
right.
tell Drew what he can eat.
Yep. Where I can sleep.
It's actually not a joke.
Dang.
It's a good thing though.
Okay.
I unplug on tour.
Really? All right. Yeah.
His brain unplugs the brain.
Yeah. You need.
Well,
you
you're
need
away
to be
from the
controlled
kids.
a little bit,
Yeah.
Drew, on the
He's-
road.
He's away from
Oh,
the
yeah.
kids, so he's gotta.
Yeah.
He
Kelly-
gets to relax
Kelly's
a little
mom.
bit.
She's mom.
I am
on
the mom.
The tour.
Nice.
Yeah, so we did Oceanside, which was fantastic, and then we
Was that Legacy? What
that
venue
was at
Oceanside
Oceanside.
Brewing.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Oceanside Brewing Company, which was outdoors. Didn't know it, but it was.
Oh, nice.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna try and get past LA that same night, but we didn't make it past Orange County.
We got all the way to Irvine.
Nice.
And then we booked it up to Oakland, where we did a live studio session. And
Wait.
2 years prior,
We got to Irvine and we stayed at Drew's favorite
waiting for this.
hotel
I was
of
waiting for
all
this.
time.
Who booked this hotel?
We got to hear about this. What hotel was it?
So Drew likes
The
to
Roach
like
Motel?
let loose and like treat himself a little bit because he's away from the kids and like he gets to relax and then
it's his vacation.
it's
My
his vacation.
Totally. Yeah, I
And
can
Kelly
see
and
that.
I like we want to keep an eye on the gear because there's always horror stories of
Sure.
vans getting jacked and trailers getting jacked. So we sleep in the car. And then Drew gets a room, so he gets to relax, and we get to keep an eye on the gear.
We
and,
also get to shower
Really?
still.
and we still get to shower and stuff. Yeah, so it's
So
like
you sneak in there to shower. I got it.
so.
Huh.
Okay, continue, Drew.
What was it? I forget what the name of it was even.
Oh, it's extended stay.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, extended
The
stay.
the next tour in December is brought to you by
Yeah, we're not
Extended
doing
Stay.
Was it just a shithole or what?
He
was-
put that on the flyer.
I hit it.
You
It's hidden in the flyer for
Eli and his
December.
codes. No, so we would get there, and they're not open. The lobby's not open from 11 p.m. till 7 in the morning. So, of
Yeah.
course, we're getting there at 1,
I think we got there at 1:30 or 2.
1:30, something like that. So, Kelly, we just noticed that we can book it. So, there's an out,
And it was cheap.
fairly cheap.
Well, yeah, cheaper.
But anyway, so there's a phone outside. You have to dial 0, and you get whoever is like preventing fires from happening that night. But the lobby's all dark, and so it happened to be like the guy doing the laundry. And so he's like, "Oh, I'll book you in," and I was like, "Where am I staying?" He goes, and he goes, "I'm not trained in on the system, so I don't know." And I was like, "Okay," and he goes, "How about a handicap room?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll take whatever." It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm exhausted. And so he hands me the key. I go in there. Everything looks okay.
Right.
And then Eli, Kelly come in. They get ready. They leave. And then I wake up the next morning, and I'm getting ready. I'm like, there is no shampoo. There's no soap. There is nothing in here. And it was a little dingy, not to be like, but
Yeah.
you can't call anybody to complain.
And there was nobody there.
There's no one there.
No one
The
there.
laundry guy was nowhere to be found.
He's like, I checked that guy in. I did my duties. I'm done for the night.
And there was nobody there to check him out either.
Yeah, so I walk up and yeah.
You might-
Extended stay, huh? Up in Irvine?
Irvine.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
go there, bands.
And
We
then
left quick.
And then he's like, okay, I have to remember to because we left at like 6 in the morning to head up to Oakland, and he's like, I have to remember to call them
Yeah.
once they open to check out. And so he calls them at like 10 o'clock.
Oh no, Kelly turns around and she goes, well, we were joking about extended stay and it was like 11 o'clock. And I think checkout's probably like 11:30, 12. And I was like, I didn't even check out. Because we left at 7 in the morning.
Yeah, we
they don't,
left at
they don't open
6.
the doors until like 7. Yeah, it was so weird.
And you called.
Oh yeah, after like 15 rings, the lady's like, I was like, I need to check out.
No, you're like, I just wanted to check and see if I'm checked out. She's
Well,
like,
what room are you in? What do you want? What do you want?
you're not checked out. He's
Are
like,
you the
okay,
handicap guy?
can I check out?
Oh,
You
man.
took all
Was-
the soap with you.
Was there something to a handicap room? Like, what were there like handles on the bathtub or something like that?
They just have it.
There was no bathtub.
There's no bathtub.
It
So
was
it's
just
just
like
a
a-
straight shower, like walk in. So not that big of a deal.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It was just more like
The work is just missing.
you could tell
all
that
of
guy
the
did not
amenities.
know.
Man, you guys sound like you have a fun time on the road.
Yeah. But the
I
next
really
one,
want to
So
start
fun.
hitting it.
but
Hey,
the
we
next
did have a
tour-
good time.
I know.
The Marriott though. The Marriott.
Are we just gonna talk about your
The tour. Let's talk about the tour.
No, the hotels.
hotels?
Marriott was legit. Okay. All right.
Okay, where are we at?
Oakland.
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 So we did this live set in Oakland, and it's funny because 2 years ago, almost like pretty close to the exact date,
Really close.
we actually played. So it's an apartment complex.
Okay.
There's like 12 apartments, and all of them have recording studios in them.
Dang, that's rad.
And so people either record, or there was a one of the apartments 2 years ago, we actually played a show in. They did like house shows there.
Yeah, it
And-
was like five rooms over.
Yeah.
This is way cool.
But
Yeah.
envision this.
Drew's gonna complain.
When you pull
There
up,
was a
Right.
handicap studio there, and there wasn't any shampoo.
or soap.
He is the princess of the band.
I am.
I
Are
may
you? I
be
am.
the
Are you kind
female.
of the diva?
I'm the diva.
But he's
well,
the
you're sleeping
princess.
in the hotel room, and you're making these poor
We're roughing it.
We're roughing
people rough it. Yeah. Every night you got the hotel, and they're in the van.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he
we're only
pays
whenever
for his,
you stop?
He pays for his own hotel. Eli and I don't want to pay for it, so we blow up an air mattress in the back of the car and
Sleep in there.
sleep in there.
I will fork over $100 to not hear screaming children in the morning,
Yeah.
and I mean you two.
Yeah.
What were we just talking
Drew,
about?
Drew was saying,
Oh,
picture this.
Picture
Oh
this.
yeah. So picture this. So
We don't get off track at all.
this location. This
Right.
location. So if you were to close your eyes and envision the game Left 4 Dead.
I'm not familiar with that one, but okay.
Okay, so think of like end of world apocalypse,
Post-apocalypse.
barbed wire.
Shooting people and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's the whole outside of the entire building.
glass
like,
everywhere.
Huge razor wire on the top, like 5 gates to get in. Just a tish.
Low income area.
I mean,
Not so much.
Oakland's becoming
Pretty expensive.
Is it?
It's coming
it
up,
is.
though.
It really is. Well, it's becoming gentrified.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like the thing is,
not
it,
so cool.
it looks crazy,
Not
like, but you feel totally safe when you're there. Like,
Sure.
you don't have
Yeah.
to worry. It just looks insane.
other than I kept on wanting to check the gear.
Yeah, I
But
was a
yeah,
little
we
concerned.
did a
Check the
lot.
what?
The gear.
Check the gear.
Oh,
Because
sure.
we
Yeah.
used some of the stuff that they had at the apartment. The drum kit we used, and they had a
Bass
bass cab
cab.
I could use.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did a live session at
Yeah.
476 Studios with Mackie.
Okay.
And that was fun. And then we packed that up and we headed to 94 Gilman Street.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which that was something that I got to check off
Legendary,
the
right?
yeah
the
yeah
bucket list.
I think
got
Green
to-
Day started there, right?
They did.
Yeah.
AFI.
Green
Up in-
Day,
up in Berkeley?
AFI,
AFI.
Operation Ivy, just
Wow.
all of those bands.
Any like memorabilia around or stickers, old Green Day, anything like that?
They had they had lists of all of the shows that have been there.
Really?
I didn't get a chance to like look through all of them because it's a
Super cool.
lot of shows. They've been around since
Was it the 80s?
the 80s
Yeah.
because they just recently I think had 30 years.
Yeah.
Gilman, cool.
Yeah,
And
and
then
that
went
was
out- yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I bet. That's
was-
rad.
it was
That's
really
so cool.
cool.
And then to Phoenix?
Then we did LA that weekend too,
Yeah.
which was great. The venue got changed sort of last minute. It was like it was going to be in North Hollywood, and then it ended up in downtown LA, and that's like 40 minute difference. And so turned out late Sunday night, not great, but still had fun. The next weekend we did Bar Pink, and that was fantastic. We haven't played Bar Pink in quite some time, but it was wonderful.
That was a great show.
And then out to Phoenix area, where we played at
The
the
grid.
Grid.
Yeah, Eli was telling me
Games
about that,
and
man.
growlers, so it's like a barcade basically. Only
Right.
Do you know where the name the grid came from?
I'm gonna
For
guess
Did you do
Tron.
research on this?
Tron?
I didn't. I just
Is it
I figured
Tron?
out. It is from Tron.
Whoa!
That's amazing.
I don't know.
So you walk in
shit
and you can
about
play
movies.
a bunch of different video game consoles, right? From
Yeah.
Ataris to Nintendo to
Yeah.
that's sick.
Sega, Dreamcast,
For
virtual
free.
reality,
For free.
And they have
Xbox.
live music.
And they have live music, and they
Full
also
bar.
had like some like arcade games too that you
It's a
could pay
classic.
for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
coin arcade.
The Grid. That
Games
is
and
sick.
growlers. Yeah, a buddy of ours co-owns the place. So
Well, who's that?
his name is Ryan, and we actually met him up in. He used to live in Madison, Wisconsin, and
Okay.
He
us
booked-
being from Minnesota, he actually booked us in Wisconsin a time or two.
Played the Inferno,
The Inferno.
in Wisconsin, and it
Aptly named.
was like 140 degrees in there.
Was it?
Aptly
nice.
named.
You
Yeah.
guys are getting around, and you're doing it again. Nightmare
doing it
Before
again.
Christmas.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're
So
still
where are
trying
you
to
headed?
book Friday the 13th
I saw a
in
TVA
San Diego.
there in San Diego. Okay.
Yeah, San Diego
Okay.
County somewhere. So we're working on that.
So Troy
hopefully-
will be here what time?
I know. Well, I'm talking about doing a Palapalooza Fest next
There we
summer.
go.
Let's
There
do
we
it.
And I'd love to have you guys just come back here and jam. Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, totally.
And then we're going.
We have shampoo.
I'm set.
For the pool,
You got
right?
me.
We have shampoo, and
got me.
you can
And a hot
sleep on the
tub.
grass on my new turf.
Trampoline.
It is pretty turf.
But will the lobby be up at like
The lobby,
24/7?
I'll have some guy that takes care of the laundry out there for you,
You
bro.
just got to dial 0.
But then on Saturday the 14th, we're going to be up near the Bay Area, a little east of the Bay in Brentwood, California, at a record shop called RPM,
RPM.
Records.
Rad. Very cool.
And then we're coming back down and playing Orange County, where we're
doing
playing
Program?
at Program Skate and
Program.
Sound.
Love
It's one
program.
of our favorites.
That's a spot up in Orange County, huh? Honestly, I haven't been there, but I always see it.
It's so
a
sick.
smaller
Super
little skate
cool.
shop,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
It's a skate shop. They've got records and clothes and skateboards.
And the
stuff.
sound is great. They have all the T-shirts and stuff around.
Oh yeah.
That
So,
doesn't
like,
bounce.
It doesn't
Oh,
bounce.
okay.
It's
Shirts
great.
and
It's
shoes.
just
and
the
yeah.
cotton all
it
over the wall.
absorbs it.
Absorbs it, yeah.
There's always
New studio idea.
There's
Yeah.
always skateboarding videos playing while you're playing, so you get like lost in the
cool.
video while
Right.
you're playing.
Yeah, you don't even pay
Parts.
attention.
Mess up every once in a
I
while.
was like,
That
oh, that's a
explains a
sick
lot.
trick. Yeah.
That's very cool. So Nightmare Before Christmas, you guys are heading out of town once again this
Yeah.
Friday. And once again, Love Me Not, coming January 31st. Pre-order it now. And
And,
check out Wolfsbane everywhere.
Yeah. January 31st, we're also doing an EP release show.
Oh,
At-
where's that?
The Moreau. Thank you, Troy, because you hooked me up with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hooked me up with that one.
Okay.
You
I do things.
You denied playing, but you know,
I know. I'm
know.
sorry.
it's okay. We understand.
Yeah, we have the roughs, and then we're trying to take a little break to write and record. I don't
Yeah.
want to get too into my own thing, but
Right.
yeah, I appreciate
totally.
that, dude, and I'll be there 100%.
course.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much for asking.
Of course.
Really appreciate it.
But we've got Say Days Ago on the lineup,
Awesome.
and I believe they're playing as a full band, not just acoustic.
Do you like them because they're married, like you guys?
I like them because they are nice people.
Like you guys. That's
they're
cool.
awesome.
We love
We
them.
love
We had
Thomas
them
and
on.
Molly.
Yeah, they're super talented. Molly's got an amazing voice.
Oh, I know. She actually also played keys on the record too, on Wolfsbane.
Oh, Wolfsbane.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And on Love Lies Bleeding, yeah.
Right on.
And
Yeah.
there's another one.
Palma Christ. Right? She did a little bit of
Oh,
Palma
yeah,
Christ, I
the
think.
bridge. That's
Some
right.
keys. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't remember where.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so Say Days Ago, and who else is playing that
Yeah, who
show?
else
The
is playing
Rough.
that?
And
Oh, they are playing it. Okay,
Yep,
cool.
and Nights Like Thieves.
Awesome.
And ourselves.
Yes. That'll be a good one. I'll
The
be
Moreau,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, the Moreau. Very cool. January 31st. I'll put that in my calendar.
Sick.
Yes, a lot going on in January. You got the Roughs release. You got
Yeah.
your release.
Yeah. I've been trying
it's
to
gonna be a good one.
coordinate with those guys to make sure that
Have
we're
you?
not like super overlapping because
Yeah,
I want to
we-
give them time to.
I think even back-to-back weekends would be fine. That's just my own
Totally.
personal opinion, you know. But,
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
It's
As long as it's
special.
maybe not on the same
Same day?
Same
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
not so much. Even
Yeah.
back-to-back days, I think would be fun.
And it
But-
helps
Totally.
that they're release shows because
Yeah.
it's not just another show that's back to back. It's like these are special events for those.
Really stoked for the EP. I'm very excited to hear it.
Thank you.
Yeah, Butt Blood is fucking banging. I don't care what you guys call it. It's called Butt Blood. It's a
We
good
also-
one, dude. It hits.
We also have a second music video coming out.
Fuck you guys.
From Mr. Mario.
Fuck.
Mario
What song is that
Rivera. It's a song called Palma Christ. And that one is
Okay.
going to be out on January 3rd.
Dang. Okay. Before the EP. All right.
Before the
You're
EP.
sprinkling things. You're just consistent releases.
Gotta keep
You're
the hype up.
sprinkling it. How is Mr. Mario? What up, Mario?
What
we
up,
love you,
Mario?
buddy.
Dude, how that guy shoots a video with one camera.
Right? Like the
I
Young and
have-
Dumb. It came out sick, man.
I don't know
Dude,
how he
that
does it.
video.
Yeah.
And thank you guys
And-
again for being there.
It only took
Oh,
you
that's
guys
great.
like a few hours for that.
Yeah, it was so
And-
fast.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
well,
we hit him up
Mario
for that.
post production. I mean, it adds up.
Oh,
I don't
it's
know how many hours.
insane.
Oh, for sure.
put into it. But yeah, for the actual day, and yeah, so I'm stoked for that. Okay, January 3rd, another video coming out from Infinite Signal. So, you know, we're trying to do our EP. So what do we have to do here? We have to take video in the studio. We have to consistently release video throughout the whole. We have to document our whole process.
Couple
But
music
don't-
videos.
We got to do 2 music videos with Mario. And we have to record with Adam Cisco for sure.
Good
And we have to get Mario to record it. Fucking dude, $10,000 later.
You just have to have
You
good
did it right,
friends.
dude. I talk shit, but you guys did it right. It raises the bar, dude. Yeah,
It makes you work harder.
it does. I'm having fun with
And I think
whatever.
that was one of the reasons for doing this is you just gotta try and one up each other, but
Yeah,
in a good
big
way.
Middle finger
In
to
a
the
good
rest
way.
of San Diego.
Yeah, you know.
Fucking
But
follow
I know
that,
someone's
San
gonna.
Diego.
I know
Stay
there are.
classy, San Diego.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
There are a lot of bands who do a lot better than we do. This is just our next step.
Yeah.
You know.
I want to say you guys are doing it like, a quote unquote big time band would be doing it. You know, the way you're doing it. You're releasing with a music video. You're releasing the single with the music video. Kind of like Green Day. Take Green Day, for instance.
Right.
Although when they released their single, I don't even know what the hell it's called. The whole world instantly saw it. It's like, you motherfuckers, dude.
Well, that was like.
I'm getting notifications on my phone, and Tiffany's notifying me, and it's like, and Green Day didn't even do anything to like get it out, you know?
Right.
Or Eminem,
Yeah.
he drops his album without even like promoting it, and it's like number
It's a
one.
surprise drop.
Or
yeah.
My Chemical Romance announces a comeback. Drew, they did that on Halloween, right? I believe. Halloween.
Hot Topic stock instantly just skyrocketed.
Well, Drew originally was like, let's release the Wolfsbane music video on Halloween because it's witchy and creepy and
Totally.
Thankfully, we didn't because no one would give a shit because MCR's back.
Yeah, that would have overshadowed. Was that
completely.
announced on Halloween?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe on Halloween they announced that those shows or
I'm
one
stoked
show.
for that. I'm stoked for Rage Against the Machine too.
Yeah.
That's rad.
You know, I'd love to
Crazy
see them.
comebacks.
Yeah. I want to see Tool too. They're coming to San Diego.
Yeah, they're coming very soon.
Yeah. Are there any other shows in San Diego that are
In
Coming that
San
you guys wanna see?
Diego.
Deer Boy is actually playing.
Dear
Oh,
Boy.
there you go. Nice.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
playing they're
Yep.
playing the day after the day before this podcast drops.
Oh, never mind then.
Never mind.
Cool.
We love them
They've
though.
already played.
They played.
It was a great show.
You better have gone.
Anyone come to San Diego? I always go to LA for shows because it seems like people skip San Diego.
Kelly's always
Yeah.
5 months ahead of me with show dates.
Yeah, I
so-
saw Earth Crisis is playing in LA in February. I just saw Bauhaus in LA.
There you go.
When's the next AFI?
I was going to ask that.
Dude,
How many times did you see
they're
AFI
making a
last
new
year, Kelly?
album.
Did you
last
see
year
her
I
gloss
saw
over?
him like last year I saw him like 3 times.
3. Are they in
Yeah.
the studio? I haven't even seen it.
From what I hear, they're working on a new record.
Sick.
From
But
what they're kind of hinting at,
What she means by that, she stalks them and she's looked through the window of the studio they're in.
it's totally right.
From what
They're
I've
writing.
heard
They're
and
writing.
seen.
It's totally correct.
Right, Davey, right. Keep writing.
That's
Just
so
keep
creepy.
writing.
Oh
I
my
will tell
God.
all my friends when I get home.
I'm not that crazy. Just a
You are
little,
kinda
a
crazy with
step
them, dude.
below that. Just a
Yeah.
step below.
Just a step.
Even your hair nowadays is kind of looking like Davies a little bit.
What? Have you seen that guy lately?
Well, he had one phase that kind of had the blonde, right?
He's had a lot of phases.
Kelly, why don't you pull out the Rolodex of
Looks
looks?
good.
Hey, thanks.
This
Jade
is-
used to have blonde hair. Their guitarist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
could-
maybe
could
that's
be
what I'm
Jade, yeah.
thinking.
That's probably what you're thinking.
Maybe. Not as diehard
You guys
as you,
suck.
dude. I'm AFI is in my top 5.
They're a great band.
Top 10. Top 5. Yeah. No, they're sick. I've seen them a few times. Dude, I saw him at the observatory. He started the set by doing a front flip into
Yeah.
the
Over my
crowd.
head.
I was like,
Over my head.
Yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. You guys are doing good things. You're raising the bar up super duper duper high.
Hey, yeah, what can we
I'm
say?
just kidding. Love you guys.
It's all friendly competition.
I know. No, I'm totally kidding.
It's because everyone around us is so fucking good
Yeah.
that we have to try.
You
We gotta
gotta-
try and you gotta try and
stand
keep
out.
up and stand out. Like Eli just said is, and we may not be a big time professional band or full time band, but you're not gonna be a full time band if you don't
yeah.
promote yourself like you are a full time
Totally.
band.
Totally.
So
Fake it till you make it.
fake it till you make it.
Right?
We gotta.
Is that
We're gonna pretend that we're really great.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know?
going to start wearing shades at night.
Doing heroin, maybe? Or-
If
what
that's
else are
how
we-
they do it.
Heroin seems to help bands, dude. I don't know. It's crossed my mind.
Look at that guy.
I think
it also kills them. So I don't
I
know.
think heroin's straight edge, right?
Is it straight edge?
I'm
Yeah, I
not sure.
think so.
I'll have to look it up.
Coming from the guy that doesn't even drink. Start slapping the brown. All right, so Tiffany prepared some questions for you guys. My
Oh,
wife
shit.
is an Uber
Oh,
fan.
no.
Yeah, she
My
said
daughter
she
is an
she
Uber
she
fan.
chickened out of actually
She's a
asking
big
them.
old chicken. Tiffany loves you guys, my wife. She prepared some very outsider, very layman, if you will, questions that
All right.
are pretty interesting, actually.
Bring it on.
Inspiration now versus when you started. So
Oh,
I'll let you interpret that.
That's great. I'll start
Yeah.
just because I have some ideas in my head.
Sure, go.
you should keep
for it,
some
buddy.
of those words in your head.
Inspiration starting was like obviously like mid 90s punk rock, like Blink-182, Green Day,
Yeah, totally.
that
Me
kind
too.
of stuff.
Yeah.
H2O, big influence. Versus now, big like Angels and Airwaves fan. Still a Blink fan. Don't listen to Green Day as much, but I listen to a lot of off the wall stuff like movie soundtracks and compositions.
Nice.
And lately I've been listening to a lot of Sleeping at Last,
There you go.
which is like a much slower, softer music, but
Have
super
you and
deep.
Adam Cisco talked about music, movie compositions at all? I know he's super into that.
No,
You
but
didn't
now
get
I
into
have
that?
to.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone else want to chime in on that? Inspirations in the past? How long have you guys been a band? When did you form?
2012.
7 years.
Wow.
We've had Drew for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell. He's
16.
kind of new.
I'm the new guy.
Yeah, he's a new guy.
He doesn't quite fit in.
I don't sleep in the van with
in
you
his,
guys.
in his cardigan and
you're killing
button up.
I told you I should have worn my cardigan.
You missed out.
I know.
Drew's looking good. Drew's looking sharp, man.
I'm all uncomfortable.
I have to
over
one
here.
Got
up
a-
these guys.
Got a haircut.
Yeah.
Inspiration. Well, I didn't actually start playing guitar until I was 21. And it was after seeing Blink live and AFI live where it was mind blowing. And I was like, all right, I want to do that. Make someone else feel the way that I just felt.
Totally.
And AFI has clearly been a staple through the last 10 years since I found out about
Stalker.
them. Not quite, but
kidding.
you know. But then, you know, recently, let's see. Recently I've been really getting, I've always been into, I guess Stick to Your Guns has been a staple.
Definitely a current influence for me too.
Drew's laughing because
Kelly's got to dance for that.
I got to
one.
dance for that
Do
one.
you?
And she's got to dance for the trash bat,
Oh no.
which is an AFI.
We'll have
That
to-
lots of weird things happen when you're on the road
Yeah.
for like
We post.
7 hours straight.
Yeah.
And, you know, just keep an eye on our Instagram for some fun stuff.
We'll have to boomerang that dance, maybe
Oh, God.
a little.
But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Stick to Your Guns
Cool.
as of late.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drew, did you want to chime in? on that
Yeah,
one?
Eli pretty much covered a lot of the
Yeah.
early ones, the Green Day, Blink. But honestly, we're like reggae, like lately, like Iration, Revolution.
Smoking a lot of weed.
Yeah, just-
Yeah.
Hitting
You seem like a stoner.
it's the cardigan.
Smoke
isn't
weed
it?
and then sell houses.
Classic
This
California.
is not gonna go
class
well
is-
for your business.
Yeah.
We won't tag your business. We're kidding. He's straight edge.
It's true.
Yeah. Could you imagine
Come buy a
selling a
house.
house all stoned,
This one's
walking
huge.
walking around the rooms all super slow and like over analyzing them?
Oh my god.
Do you guys-
Cheetos.
Do you guys feel the wallpaper?
Anyways,
Like
so a
Cheeto
little more
dust.
reggae. Super like stereotypical of me to think that reggae is stoner.
Yeah.
The gateway
The gateway.
listening.
Yeah. Continuing on with Tiffany Cook's questions here. How did you get the name Infinite Signal?
Ooh, that one was me and my buddy Jed Melbostad back in 2006, 2007. We were like trying to think of some cool ideas on like, oh, let's like travel around the world and let's like make a documentary and give it a cool name. And he brought it up. He's like, let's call it Infinite Signal because it's like it's out there and it's always there.
Right.
And I was like, that's stupid. And then like a couple
Hey, it
years,
sounds like our conversations always.
and then a couple years later, I was like, trying to think of a band name for my new project, and I was like, that's genius. And so I like called him and I was like, hey man, remember that name you came up with?
Take that.
I was like, it's actually good.
That's very cool. I like the name. What's your favorite song? We'll go around.
Our own song or
Yes.
someone else's song?
Your own song. Gotta promote the new one. Promote the new song.
I would say Wolfsbane or I'm gonna call it Avenue Army just because
Love Lies Bleeding.
love
Love Lies Bleeding.
I'm just
Love
learning
Lies
these songs
Bleeding.
right now.
I'm gonna say Black Rose. That's a new one.
Ooh,
Awesome.
yeah, that's a good one.
So you guys feel like your new stuff is some of your favorites?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
gonna say that The Burden is probably still holds
Yeah,
as one of my
that's
favorites.
Totally.
Life is getting lonely, but I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I just can't help but think that this life is not my own. This life is not my own.
Although the new record is fantastic,
Yeah.
if I do say so myself.
I have to say so myself. Getting a little personal here.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying these are Tiffany's, but they're actually mine. Does being married change the dynamic of the band? Meaning, are you more comfortable to say, oh no, I hate that idea? Or are you less likely to disagree?
Oh, you should hear these two bicker.
We still totally
Super
disagree on a
We-
lot of
we-
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Eli probably gives in a little bit more than he would if he weren't married to me.
Right, I know.
No way. I'd
No
never
way.
do that.
You gotta go home with her, bro.
But
And again, you guys met in the band, right? You formed the
Yeah.
band, and
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Super
But I will say that most of the time I am right. So
Oh.
no, being married and being in a band together and traveling and playing shows and stuff, it's a weird thing to try and like balance. And a
Right.
lot of the time, like I said, when we go out to eat, it's like all talking about the band.
We don't
And-
really talk to each other about each other.
Yeah.
We go out to eat and we're like, what should we do with the band next?
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But at the same time, like, I used to be very like set in how I wanted things done, and I had like a vision for it.
Same.
Control freak.
And oh, totally, you and I both, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
But lately, I've been trying to be a little bit more open about that. Like the guys will come up with something in the like while we're practicing, and I'll be like, okay, let's go for it. Like,
Yeah.
instead of just being like, no.
I'll compromise. That's
Yeah.
cool. Do you consider tours almost like vacations
We-
with each other?
we try to.
Yeah.
We try to. When we tour, as long as time allows for it, we like to go see the sights and actually do touristy things to
Do
an
you bring
extent.
Drew?
Oh, of course.
Sometimes I get invited.
He would honestly rather stay back in his hotel, but we bring him along anyway.
You're going to experience this and you're going to like it.
Take a
Depends on
picture
the
of us.
hotel you're staying in, right? Is it the Marriott or
Extended stay?
the
No
extended
way.
stay?
Oh my
No
God.
way extended stay.
That's
no
gonna be
way.
the new album.
That's funny, man.
But yeah.
Touring, is it fun or nah? She put touring fun or nah.
Fun.
So
Both.
I mean, yeah, both. So
Yeah.
what is it about touring that you maybe don't like?
The drives.
The driving, the sleeping arrangements, probably, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Sleeping
okay with
arrangement
sleeping.
honestly doesn't bother
Comfy
me.
in that van?
And it's funny because,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
even if you get Kelly and I talk about this a lot. So during the week, when you're not on tour and you're working your normal job, and you get like 9 hours of sleep or 8 hours of sleep or whatever, and you're like, oh, I don't want to get up.
It's still a
today's gonna
drag,
Suck. Yeah,
you know?
I got to go
Yeah.
to work, and then
Totally.
on tour we'll get 3 hours of sleep and wake up, and we're like, fuck yeah, let's do this. We're gonna go on the road, and like I got an
But
8 hour
then-
drive.
But then, like 4 hours into the drive, it's like, oh my God, why am I doing this? And then
Yeah.
you get to the
It's very back
venue
and
and you
forth.
play to 5 people and you're like, oh my God, why am I doing this? But then you
Yeah.
get one person
Right.
Yes.
it really
It
like the
connects with
music
them, yeah.
speaks to them and it connects with them, and
Totally.
that one person like that can make that makes
okay,
the whole thing
tour is worth it, yeah.
fantastic. And we always have goals for like what we do with touring and like what kind of financially what we want to be able to achieve and
Right.
hopefully succeed in selling X amount of merch and
Right.
making X amount at the door and
Spreadsheets.
Yeah,
Excel,
Oh,
words,
yeah.
That's-
numbers.
I
Yeah,
made a
exactly.
master spreadsheet that calculates everything.
Did you?
Yep, all the
You
profit,
guys
all
seem
the
to be a
buyback.
very, very organized band.
We're getting
try
there.
to
Very
be.
organized, I think is a good
It was,
word.
it was pretty messy up until this year.
Yeah.
And then we
Is that
really
right?
started
Well,
locking
really
in on stuff.
honing in on things
Yeah.
and
You seem
trying
to
to
be,
do things
yeah. You seem to
different.
be very focused and
Yeah.
and have a good plan, which is a necessity, right?
Right.
I'd say.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But, touring, yeah, it's fun. I like the biggest thing for me with touring is being able to eat at all the other vegan
Yeah.
restaurants in the other
There's so
cities.
many good
It's
restaurants.
fantastic.
Do you make it a point to kind of seek those out?
Oh, of course.
Kelly plans our tours around the restaurants.
We will wake up.
Really? Any
We
shout
will
outs?
the Butcher's,
Butcher's
Son in
Son.
Berkeley.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And we did
Butchers suck, huh? That's perfect.
no, the Butcher's Son.
Sorry, I'm
But
looking ahead.
I'm gonna start an extension, which
Yeah.
is the Butcher's Suck.
The Butchers suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Butcher's Son in Berkeley. We went there twice when we were up there in the Bay Area the other weekend, and then where did we go?
Timeless up in Berkeley,
Time was up in Oakland.
Oakland, yeah.
Oh, the grid. They had some
The
they
Grid-
had some great
the
vegan
Grid-
wings.
great vegan food.
The Grid had a menu called the Vegan Quest. And I
What's
showed
that all
it to
about?
Drew and I held it up to him like it was a scepter and I was like, oh, because it was a quest.
Nice.
What's the place that we Nami Vegan?
Oh,
in
yeah.
Phoenix.
In Phoenix. Nami's super
We
good.
went there for. I make it a point to like be like, guys, we're getting up early so that we can go to breakfast
Hours.
at this place.
Hours before
Because you usually have
drive an
to.
hour
have-
to go have
you have
breakfast.
You have the choice to stay in your hotel
Hours.
room, but you choose to come with us.
Way too early.
I'm up for the adventure.
How long have you guys been vegan?
8 years.
Seven,
Okay.
7 years for me.
What was the reasoning for being vegan?
Well, mine was originally going vegetarian was kind of like an experiment for me, and I work with cardiac patients in my
Okay.
day job,
Yeah.
and I was doing patient education, telling them not to eat all these things that
Right.
made their heart go bad, and then I realized I was eating those things.
What are those things?
So
Let's scare everyone.
I think
I mean, in moderation, are
you can go
meat's
on.
okay?
You can go on Netflix and
actually don't even tell me.
figure it out. I mean,
Yeah, what's the documentary that you're referring to?
Drew? Talk about the Game Changers.
The
So-
Game Changers. Okay.
My wife and I recently switched, so we went vegan.
Okay.
So we
We're a
watched.
vegan band now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Dang. I think Rise Against is vegan also, right?
Yeah, I think all of them are vegan and or vegetarian.
Best band in the world.
Dude,
They're
so
so
good.
good.
They're insane.
Amazing.
I'm going to go vegan.
One of my top
Join
influences.
Join us.
Join us.
Join
Join the
us.
I was
cult.
vegetarian for a while. Well, not vegetarian, but I was only eating fish.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called.
What is it?
Pescatarian?
Yeah, I guess
Presbyterian.
Presbyterian. American.
Drew,
Just making words up.
Drew knew that the Game Changers was coming out, and
Okay.
we were at practice
Game
one day
Changers.
and we were talking about it, and he was like, "Guys, I'm scared to watch it." And he
You
and
have
his
to
wife
watch it.
watched it,
I'm afraid to
and
watch it.
But
His-
it's a rabbit hole. So you watch it,
Right.
and you're like, okay, this can't be real. But then you start watching, and there's hundreds of documentaries out there, and there's lots of, not to get too preachy on it, but there's a lot of data that makes you really
A lot of
think about
scientific studies about it.
what are we doing.
what are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing to the planet?
Yeah.
What are we doing to the animals?
And I think that was the biggest is the environmental impact. Like it's not sustainable. And as like a business person, I think about that, and it's just you can't scale it to the point of where we're heading. So
yeah.
Right.
Smart.
Also, animals are awesome. I think on our
They're the
next
best.
Yeah, I got a cat for you guys.
Drew's been trying to pawn his cat off for
Is that right?
since he's known us.
I have this cat. She hides upstairs. I don't see her unless we're trying to go to sleep. Then she comes down.
I've seriously become a cat guy since Gibson. I was always
I
kind
was
of a
hanging
dog
with
guy.
Gibson
Take care of
earlier,
you.
and
Gibson
he's
is
awesome.
rad.
He's so cool.
He'll be affectionate when he wants to be.
But then-
and then he'll be like very independent the majority of the time. But then when he wants that affection and he wants to come over and purr and stuff, it's like it makes it worth it. It's
Yeah.
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 Cats are
Well,
cool.
I saw a meme. It was like dogs are for people who need to be loved all the time. Cats are
Right.
for people who don't need that constant.
right.
constant,
That's why I'm a dog guy. That's why. Yeah.
you need that attention all the time, huh?
Totally. Yes, I do.
I know. I think on our next trip to Arizona, we're gonna stop in Campo, California, and go to a farm sanctuary.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's because the animals.
Yeah. Play an acoustic set.
This has been
We
planned.
should
Not
play
even.
for the cows.
Play some music for
I
him,
just
dude.
I want to play with the cows.
That too.
Yeah. Ah,
But there's a lot of animal sanctuaries around here in Southern California that you go and meet these massive creatures, and it's like,
Right.
damn, they just want to live.
You guys are gonna have a cow eventually. Like no, not
That'd
like
be
have a
great.
cow, but have a
I
cow.
love that.
On your
I mean,
property.
honestly, like goals for us
Oh,
is
no, don't say it.
to have a ranch and have like a farm sanctuary like that.
Buy the Palomar Mountain Ranch. There you go.
There you go.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of money, Drew. You do.
Someday.
For a small donation of $5.99, Kelly can have her ranch.
Kickstarter.
Think
do it.
I
You
feel-
know, for a small donation of $5.99 a month, Drew can have a drum tech.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
can.
that's right.
Darren, if you're listening.
Right. Shout out Darren. What up, buddy?
we were talking about that on when we were in Phoenix. Drew had quite a few drinks.
So they don't drink, and I get their drink tickets.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. There you go.
And he was bitching about having to put his drum stuff away, and so he's like, Darren, for $5.99 a month, you could be my drum tech.
He has
how
he
he
has
has
to
to pay,
pay
but-
to be the drum tech.
He'll do it though.
He'll do it. He'll do it. I'll take one for the team.
Pay him in beer. Oh yeah, then you have to split your beer tickets, and that's what. And you don't like it when I make sense.
Kelly, you and your logic.
You guys are a local favorite.
Are we? That's
Would
pretty
you
cool to
agree?
hear. I don't know.
I think so. I think you guys have a lot of friends around San Diego, and I think you guys get a lot of love on this podcast. And I don't know. Yeah, I would say so. So I want to test your local knowledge. All right, you ready?
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
God.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play a little 3-second snippet of different local bands,
Okay.
All right.
and you need to guess it. And I think you'll be able to get all these. That's all you get.
That's it.
That was
Oh
just
my
an octave.
God. It sounded like My Chemical Romance. Dun, 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 dun.
It's local.
Okay,
I know, but
quick.
I know.
I'll give you
I
another
know.
quick one.
Oh, it's mainsail.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Ah, there it is.
There it is. The silence.
Gotcha.
You gotta
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the vocal in there.
I know.
Well, that gives it away.
That's
Shout
the
out,
point.
Shout out. Shout out to Nick. All right, next one.
So they've been
Yeah.
on tour.
Yeah, they're on tour
killing
right
it.
now, right?
They
They
just
just
got back.
finished.
Dude.
They just
Oh, they just
finished.
finished?
They're
Killing
doing
it.
some serious dates.
Yeah.
They did a crazy tour.
They I keep seeing videos of that song, and then it's stuck in my head for days, and I'm like, "Fuck you, mainsail," but also, "Great job,
So
mainsail."
catchy,
Right.
dude.
And their
shit's so
shirts, their shirts are amazing. If you don't have a
Shirts?
mainsail shirt,
Yeah.
buy a shirt.
catchy. You know, I don't think I do.
You got to get one.
I have dude. I
Fake
have
friend.
Like, I swear, my closet, like a quarter of it is like local. Did you say
Right.
fake friend?
Yeah,
You referring to me?
Yeah.
Damn, called out. You guys are roasting me. No, I don't know. Some bands, I just don't have their merch. I don't even have the rough shirt. You know.
They
I-
finally started getting
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
some one colors.
just
You need to
bought
get one of
one.
those. Okay, here's the next one. Nothing?
Is it Avenue Army?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
And you're repping an
Congrats.
Avenue Army hoodie.
Yeah, I got my hoodie
yeah.
on out here, yeah.
We love those guys. Max
Yeah.
is from Minnesota, so that's kind of
Yeah.
Congrats on the Cleopatra
Yeah.
records
Yeah, yeah.
Sick.
release.
Crushing it.
Yeah, I hope
Amazing.
they
And
hook
the
them
tour
up.
that they just did. They just got off tour as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did The Weekender, yep. Okay, here's the next one. You guys ready? This might be tough for you guys.
Nope. Whatever it is, it sucks.
I love this song, dude.
Yeah, thank you. We actually put this back in the set because of you.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of, oh, did you? When
Lyric.
I sent you a text or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of, is it Mary Poppins? Humdiddle, 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 humdiddle. I think that's Mary Poppins.
That's
right?
the inspiration for Kelly's bass line.
Okay, here's the next one. You guys will know this. Quick snippet.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Fair play. No.
Oh, man.
No.
They hate you right now. This is actually bad for you guys because I'm...
Oh, it's 8 days ago.
Oh my
I
god.
knew the riff. I'm sorry, Thomas and Molly.
such a good
Please
song.
still invite us over for vegan pizza.
We'll do a couple more, and then we're going to have you guys jam a couple songs here under the Palapa.
Eli,
Huh?
So punk.
what was that?
I'm not sure.
You know, right?
Of course I know.
Colin, Eli,
Come on, man.
Oh, The Rough.
Yeah.
The Rough.
That's like my favorite song. It didn't make the connection.
Sure it is, bro. Sure. Fucking fucks.
Ready, set, go. Ready, set, survive.
Whatever it is, I don't like it.
Yes. We'll do one more, all right? This
All
is
right.
easy. Such a sick riff.
Our boys. Mario.
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 Oh, see, you guys know.
Look at that.
I should have played like other genres, though. I mean, everybody knows the punk rock scene here in San Diego.
I'm sad I missed 8 days ago, but I'm going to shout out Fair Play anyway. Way to go, Fair Play.
Shout out. What are we doing here?
Fair Play.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
screwed
yeah.
up the 8 days ago song, but you know
Oh,
what?
yeah. Shout out. Yeah. No, it's all good. Did Fair Play find a singer?
Not that I know of yet. I think they're,
They're still auditioning as far as
They're
I know.
auditioning. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I recommended Haley Wild for them. She was on Palapalooza. She
Oh,
kills
yeah.
it.
Okay.
A little, yeah. Never mind. So,
This
anyways,
is our podcast, Troy.
yeah. Dude, Infinite Signal available now. Stream it. Buy it.
Stream it, buy it,
Stream it,
pre-order
buy
it.
Get the merch.
Come to the
pre-order
shows.
It. Yeah, fucking A, man.
Come
Stoked for you guys.
into a city near you.
Stepping the bar up. Releasing a video
you.
for every song on the EP, folks.
We got a
Hey,
few
don't be
left.
surprised if that happens.
6 videos coming soon
5.
from Infinite Signal. Love you guys. Pleasure chatting. Let's have you guys jam, all right?
6.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Here's Infinite Signal for you guys. Kind of sounds like Kelly. Mario kind of sounds like Kelly. Mario on 91X said that Tim Piles made the Young and Dumb video. Fuck you, Mario.
Excuse me, that was me crowd surfing. Come on.
I sent Mario a text instantly. I was like, you fucking asshole. Tim Piles did make that video. Like, I don't know. What the fuck's that supposed to mean, Mario? Dick?
I think Mario made it.
I think Mario did, yeah. Has nothing to do with us at all. I think he did. I think
did make
he really
it.
did make that video, yeah.
Been there before, I know what's down that road. And I've seen the turns you should never follow. And I cannot say that I have decided, but I can believe I will go down fighting.
I'll never give up the fight. I'll dig right through the night.
All right, this song. All right, this song's called Butt Blood. All right, so we're going unplugged here. They're going to play their new single, Wolfsbane. Infinite Signal, take it away.
Don't fuck it up.
I've been there before, I know what's down that road. And I've seen the turns you should never follow. And I cannot say that I have decided, but I can believe I will go down fighting.
I'll never give up.
Give up the fight.
I'll dig right through the night.
And if I don't make it, don't let go. I've seen it before, I know what happens next. You treat everyone like they owe you reverence.
If I were around, I would tell you something. But you're not worth my time and you're not worth the suffering.
But you're not worth my time and you're not worth the suffering.
I'll never give up.
Give up the fight.
I'll dig right through the night.
And if I don't make it, don't let go.
I can't take it, but I can't get away. Blood is thicker. You can fake it, but you're not going to change. Blood is thicker.
Someday you'll find you've run out of time. Demons are something you have to face.
Blood is thicker.
Just keep in mind, you're gonna regret the mistakes you've made.
Blood is thicker. I can't take it, but I can't get away. Blood is thicker. You can fake it, but you're not going to change. Blood is thicker.
So
I can't take it, but I can't get away.
you will
Blood
find
is thicker.
out. So
You can fake it, but you're not going to
you
change.
will find
Blood is
out.
thicker.
Hell yeah. Infinite Signal with Wolfsbane. Available now everywhere. Stream it. Check out the video for it as well. Sounds
Sound
good,
better
guys.
than that.
Yeah, I totally played the wrong bridge.
It's all right.
It's getting
We got-
late here in
we
the
got
anus of San Diego, and we're waking neighbors up.
cranky neighbors.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
We'll do
It's a
one
little
more.
late. It's about 8:15 right now in my backyard, and we just had a neighbor yell at us, so we got to
Wrap it up.
let's play this double time,
One
dude.
take wonder.
What's the next one?
This song's called Love Lies Bleeding.
Love Lies Bleeding. Let's do it.
I wish I heard it sooner. I wish I had a day. Go back to where it started and say things I had to say.
Everything has changed, and I don't know who to blame.
I could have made a difference. I could have made a change, but it all ends up the same. This empty house is quiet. The feeling's not the same. Not everyone gets chances to have it any other way.
Now everything has changed, and I don't know who to blame. I could have made a difference, I could have made a change, but it all ends up the same. Difference. I could have made a change, but it all ends up the same.
God, shut up, Drew.
That's so loud.
So loud, bro.
Waking everybody up.
We probably could have spent a little more time on that, but honestly, it sounded good. Dude.
Thank you.
We've got a cranky neighbor here, but we can still talk. It's okay to talk. It's
We're
just
still
the
gonna
damn
roast you?
drums, dude. Yeah, we're okay with talking, but
Cool.
again, Infinite Signal. Look for their 5-song EP, "Love Me Not," January 31st. They have their single available now, Wolfsbane, aka Butt Blood is Thicker.
Available
along
on
with the video.
everything.
Available on
Spotify,
everything.
Apple Music, iTunes, Google Music.
5 music
YouTube.
videos coming in the month of January. And stoked for you guys. You have another music video coming the first week of January as well,
First
right?
week of January,
Yeah.
yep.
Right
That
on.
one's
Keep
from
it up.
Thank
Keep
you.
that bar set high, guys.
InfiniteSignal.com.
There you go. They got the .com and everything. Boom.
.com.
Boom. Loving it. Congrats on the release. It sounds amazing.
Dude, thank you.
Stoked for you guys. Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thanks for having us.
The only band outside my own to be here twice.
We feel very special.
Honored. Appreciate it.
You should get a jacket.
Can I get a shirt?
Can I get a cardigan?
Yes, for sure. Right on. Thank you guys for listening. Palapalooza out.
Thank you.
I've seen it before, I know what happens next. You treat everyone like they owe you reverence.
If I were around, I would tell you something, but you're not worth my time and you're not worth the suffering. I'll never give up the fight. I'll dig right through the night,
And if I don't make it, don't let go.
I can't take it, but I can't get away. What is sicker? You can fake it, you're not gonna change. What is sicker?
Someday you'll find you run out of time. Demons are something you have to face. You choose not to fight. You find up inside. You gotta regret the mistakes you've made.
1, 2, 3, 4. Palapalooza. Palapalooza. We're talking to you. I'm Palapalooza.